Hello YouTube, this is OmniDitto here, and I'm kinda back. I've been really practicing for regionals intensively these past few days, weeks, whatever, and I went to locals today with this deck for the second time. Last week I went X1, which was nice, and this week I went X2 drop, and I only played 3 rounds. It was a 4-round tournament, but still, I wasn't making any changes to my deck whatsoever because I felt like that would be a bad idea right before regionals. But now I've decided I'm going to. So I really need your help, okay? Just repost this video or something. I want to get as much input as possible as to how I can help fix this deck and make it a lot better. Alright, so I've laid out this deck here, and let's just get into this, okay? So I'm playing Prophecies, spellbooks, whatever you'd like to call them, obviously. It's an amazing deck. Well, I'll talk more about it later. I'm just going to get right in this deck profile. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me how I can improve this deck. Just make it consistent, or more consistent rather, because it's already pretty consistent. So, here we go. Let's start off. First, I'm playing, obviously, 3 High Priestess of Prophecy. It's a great card. 3 Spellbook Magician. You normal summon it, search out a spellbook monster, or spell card. 2 Justice of Prophecy, banish it after you activate a spellbook during the turn, to add a High Priestess, or rather a level 5 or higher Light or Dark Spellcaster, and a spellbook spell card from your deck to your hand. The problem that I've been running into is drawing 2 Priestess, and then having these 3 cards be dead. The next one, Temperance of Prophecy. I mean, okay, I'm not even going to say what these cards do, really. I'm going to try not to, because you guys probably know what they do if you're, going to be helping. Then 1 Stoic, 2 Effect Veiler, 2 Tragodia, because I draw like crazy in this deck, and he usually comes down, anywhere from 18 to 3,000. 2 Breaker, 3 Spellbook of Secrets, 3 Eternity, because banishing so much with Priestess and with Spellbook of Fate, I figure 3 Eternity would be good. I kind of want to take it down to 2. We'll see what happens. 2 Spellbook of Power, 2 Towers, 2 Wisdom, 2 Life, 1 Star Hall because it's just a good card, 1 Fate because it's a really, really good card when you have the setup for it, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, 1 Reasoning because there's so many levels in this deck, you usually will get it off, and usually the free monster's pretty good, Wonder Wand, and 3 Threatening Roar. The reason I run 3 Threatening Roar is because of Justice of Prophecy. You can go set that off first turn and use Threatening Roar, and you will feel okay with it. The deck is 40 cards. I tend to never run any deck more than 40 cards. Though, I was thinking I could possibly add in more cards to this deck because of the high amount of searching that goes on with it. But then again, I figure I could just cut some cards out, or use cards like, I could use maybe a 2nd Stoic and Wonder Wand, things like that. So now I'll just go into the extra deck, because it's also pretty important. Formula Synchron, because you'd be surprised at the amount of times I get off I normal summon an Effect Veiler and a Stoic. So that's actually a plus, or it's a +1 with Formula, because you add a card when you send Stoic to the graveyard. Armory Arm, Utopia, this is in no order, Stardust Dragon, Gustav Max, because you can banish any of the 3 level 3s you run to to make a High Priestess level 10 with life. You also have Trags at level 10, and you'd be surprised. I actually get it out. This is probably my second most made one of the most made monsters in my entire extra deck. Prophecies don't tend to use it very much. Gaia Knight, the Force of Earth. Ancient Fairy Dragon, because I run a field spell and it's a decent card. Arcanite Magician, if you get this card out with Star Hall, you basically win, because Arcanite can take spell counters from anywhere to destroy cards on the field, and if you open up with Star Hall and you use it correctly, you can end up with like 11 spell counters by the time you get this, so you essentially could destroy 11 cards your opponent has. Cataster, Black Rose, Zen Mains, then Gachi for your Spellbook Magicians, and also you can banish like a Veiler to get Stoic with Equip Spellbook of Life, Scrap Dragon, TG Hyper Librarian, And number 11, Big Eye. Big Eye is probably the best monster in the entire extra deck. It's really good with Priestess, especially against the Mermail matchup, because you can just steal, or you could somehow take control of a, usually with Monster Reborn or something, with a Megalo, and then just take it. Now my side deck, one Kaiku with Ghost Destroyer. Sorry, it's a Spellcaster, 1800, and it's really good against the Inzektor matchup. Get rid of their Hornets and stuff. Then you have my third Veiler. Then, I'll save that card for last. 2 D-Fissure, because it doesn't really hurt me that much, and while I hate decks like Dark World, MST, I don't know, I mean, I like having MSTs, but I main 2 Breakers, so it's kind of unnecessary in the main, but then again, I don't know, it really depends. This is why I need help. 2 Bottomless, I am almost 100%, keeping these in, because these cards are freaking amazing against, like, almost every matchup. 2 Soul Taker, because heroes I found out today are pretty bad, or are a bad matchup for me, plus I was already running it, and yeah, Soul Taker is a good card. Then we also have Trap Stun, because I hate Burn. Really, really, really hate Burn. And Trap Stun is actually more effective than Royal Decree, if you think about it, because, like, there's no spell, like, while they may run a Dark Bribe or something, you go, you break even, if they bribe it, and, Chainburn sides MST for Royal Decree. So, yeah, Then I side 2 Mind Crush for decks like Wind-Ups, where, they'll search out Shark with Factory, or even if they just summon Magician, then I chain, Mind Crush, because there's no reason for them to summon Magician other than having, Shark in hand. Then, final card I side is Exchange, because I hate Exodia, and with these 3 cards, I will basically, in theory, never lose to Exodia, because, yeah, plus with Trap Stun. So, tell me what you guys think in the comments, please. Just try and get as many people you can to watch this video. I really need your help, and, yeah, I thank you so much for your time, and I'll bring you guys a regionals report and a finalized deck list after this. And, yeah, cool Crystal Beast Matt. So, that's all, guys. Thanks. This has been OmniDitto. Good night, and good luck.